Sean, I know you always get excited when new kind of technology innovation comes along and disrupts an industry.
Mhm.
Roofs, roofing tiles, not something a lot of us think about a lot, but did you know that every year 13 million tons of scrap is dumped in landfills from old roofs? Well, now there is a more green solution, and our next guest can provide that.
We've talked about it before. Like, what happens after we throw the stuff out? Where does it go? Well, he thought of it and he did
Yep.
something about it. This is Mike Fiesel. He's the CEO and co-founder of RoofMax Technologies, joining us now from Puerto Rico. How are you, sir?
Hey, I'm doing great. Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
It's great to have you. Let's talk about this, man. I mean, your history in the roofing business. You've been in it a while. What brought you to RoofMax?
So my brother and I started in the roof replacement business back in the mid 80s, built a successful replacement contracting company, but then realized that roofing shingles were becoming thinner and lighter. Today's shingles have a third less asphalt than they did back
Wow.
when we started in the business, and really up until the early 2000s. So we sold that company and then went down this path of roofing sustainability. We worked with the world's largest research and development company to create the formulation, which today is known as RoofMax. So it's just a simple spray-on treatment.
Interesting.
Interest spray on. Oh my gosh. So it's interesting too, because I've never put too much thought into roofs. Certainly, I haven't thought about the waste that they create. And people replace their roofs for multiple reasons. One is the shingles go bad. The other thing you and I were talking about before the interview is when you put solar panels on the roof, sometimes you have to start over. So talk to us about the waste that's created.
Yeah, the average home is about 3.5 tons of debris that ends up going to the landfill,
Wow.
and it sits there for 300 years. We today with RoofMax, there wasn't an option in the past, and that's why we created RoofMax. So today, 9 out of 10 roofs that are being removed from the home and taken to the landfill, we can extend the life of those roofs by two treatments. Each treatment is good for 5 years. We guarantee it for 5 years.
Wow.
So we can take the average roof off out an additional 10 years that's being taken to the landfill, and tens of thousands of dollars for the property owner, of course. Very expensive to replace a roof.
Of course. So the longer that you're able to extend that roof, the more you can amortize the cost of that roof over all those years, which is really important. How long does a new roof last? I bought my house, 6 years ago. So I've heard this can be
Eh,
quite the undertaking.
Yeah, in your part of the world, because of the high UV, you're going to get between 10 and 15 years. If you go into northern markets like Central Ohio, where we're out of, you'll get upwards of 20. When we started in the business, they would go 30 years and more. So that's changed dramatically and caused a lot of challenges in the roofing industry. Class action lawsuits. If you Google shingle class action lawsuit, you'll see there's pages and pages of lawsuits out there because of the fact that roofs are failing quicker than in the past, and property owners aren't aware of it.
Interesting.
So a lot of people are put at great risk. Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the great advantages is the cost, of course. There's a major cost savings when you can actually just restore a roof, correct, rather than replace the whole thing.
Yeah, absolutely. So about an 85% savings over replacement. So per 5 years. So if we can take a roof out for 15 years, which we can treat up to 3 times. So in Vegas, we can double the life of a roof for less than half the cost of replacement, but each treatment's going to be about 15% of what a replacement cost would be.
Yeah. Now
Mhm.
there's probably some roofing contractors that are out there like, yeah, well, I don't want this technology. I want to make the money replacing the roofs. This doesn't have to be a one or the other situation. If you're a roofing contractor and you're hearing about this technology, you could add this to your portfolio to be able to help keep that roof on longer. And then when the time does come to eventually make that replacement as well.
Yeah, 100%. We've got a lot of roofing contractors who have accepted the technology. Coming from the other side of the fence, I didn't know what that was going to look like. I used to write a column for Roofing Contractor magazine. I was very involved in the industry,
Wow.
and early on, there were a lot of the contractors that I wouldn't say were really supportive, and a lot of them thought that it just wouldn't work. And today, we've got a lot
Mm.
of roofing contractors who are dealers. We have over 600 locations nationwide, so we've
Hmm.
become one of the fastest growing business opportunities in history. We recently won an investment from the original shark from Shark Tank, Kevin Harrington, who also is not involved just at the corporate level. He's also involved. Him and his sons have 20 locations in Central Florida, so he wanted to be
Wow.
involved at the corporate level as well as at the local level, and giving the service to the people in his community.
Wow. Fantastic. Congratulations on this, man. And to have it made in Ohio and And be going all around the country is really, really cool. I know roofs, especially in parts of the country where they're getting a lot of snow right now. Oh, they're on top of mind always. So it's very, very important stuff.
And that's why I'm in Puerto Rico.
That's again, and I don't blame you one bit. Take me with you. It's great getting a chance to talk with you. Congratulations on everything. We'll point people in the right direction.
Thank you.
Awesome. Really appreciate it. Thanks for having me on.
Great to have you on. Roofmax.com. That's with 2 X's. ROOFMAXX.com. You can also call 1-855-ROOFMAX if you'd like to learn more about their product. Roofmax, a proud sponsor of The Morning Blend.